To be completely honest with you, I think that the Nintendo Switch OLED was a big missed opportunity. I'm not saying that it had to be outclassing the PS5 and being the most powerful console ever, but all it is just a touched up regular Nintendo Switch, but with some of the major problems like Joy-Con drift still being intact for some reason. However, one thing that I can never take away from this console are the variations and the designs, because even if you just want to have a look at the basic model of the Nintendo Switch OLED, just the white, I've always thought that this thing looks so pretty. Like, imagine putting this thing side by side with a PS5. Do you know how clean and immaculate that gaming setup is going to look? It just makes it look so clean and futuristic looking, and I don't know what it is about black and white consoles, but it just looks so professional and just so simple, and I love it. I think one key reason as to why I really like how the Nintendo Switch OLED looks is because of the dock. I think the dock is one of my favorite aspects of it. It just, especially in white, it just looks really clean. I just love how they rounded out the edges. It just makes the whole thing look a million times cooler. So yeah, it's super simple. It's the stock color of the Nintendo Switch OLED and it's nothing too crazy. I think the white version of the OLED Switch is very nice. The neon blue and red OLED, nah. This looks exactly the same as the original minus the different dock. I've never been the biggest fan of the neon blue and red Joy-Cons anyway. I feel like it makes the Switch look like a toy. But you know, some people like that aesthetic and all props to you, but I don't want this prop near me. The Splatoon 3 model on the other hand, yeah, I would have this in my house. Don't get me wrong, the Splatoon 2 Nintendo Switch looks very good, but this one, I think I might have to give the slight edge to the Splatoon 3 one. I just love the way that they done the graffiti on this. Like, it's very slight and it just gives this design a lot more emphasis. And then the colors of the Joy-Cons come through, and obviously they're the same signature colors as the Splatoon 3 game, and it works super well. Those are like the only two strong vibrant colors used in this whole special edition. I like it when only a few colors are highlighted instead of it just going completely overkill and the whole thing is super colorful and vibrant. That's why I didn't like the Mario 35th anniversary Nintendo Switch, because I thought that was overkill personally. With this, when it's only highlights and it's just the Joy-Cons, I feel like it really makes them pop even more while simultaneously reflecting the game that it's based off of. Also, I like that little green splat on the dock. I feel like that's a very nice touch. It reflects the game that it's based off of, so that didn't hurt anyone, and I feel like Nintendo nailed this one. Now the Scarlet and Violet one, I really do like it. The only thing that I don't like about it is the back of the Joy-Cons. I don't feel like they needed to do that, and from the back it does kind of look overkill, but outside of that, very royal looking and very fancy looking. Again, we're back to covering up the back of the Switch unit itself with logos, characters, etc. I'm all for that. I think it works super well. The dock looks very pretty, and from the looks of things it's glossy as well, which adds to that whole fancy nature of this special edition. Makes a lot of sense. The colors of the Joy-Cons are very appropriate, and I like the logos on the front. I feel like it reflects the game super well, as well as the legendaries on the dock. I also like how the legendaries aren't fully colored in and they're just sort of all in one color. Also, shout out to attention to detail on the back of the OLED Switch. You see that little Pokeball in the bottom left corner. Very smart idea, and even though not a lot of people will notice that, people like me will see it and be like, ah, I see what you did there. Also, that box art, mate, it's looking kind of nice. I need to get sponsored, man. Honestly, I actually want to review these.